Hello, I'm Seth Johnson with Land a House. So in today's tiny house video, I'm going to be installing insulation in the walls. Now I looked at several different green insulations, like the denim material and coral, all those different things. And I decided to go with just basic R13 fiberglass insulation. And that's because a couple reasons. Lowe's had it for $2 off per roll, which is your 32-foot rolls, and it's made for 2x4 studs. And it's just very available, I guess, is another reason. Didn't have to order anything special, and didn't have to put siding up first and stuff insulation down into the wall. So anyway, let's get this installed. So whenever I did my biomedical internship at my local hospital, we had to use these white suits every time we went into the ER. And I thought, why not use one of these old suits to use this insulation, because it's very itchy if it gets on your skin. So I'm going to be using gloves and then a tape measure, staple gun, and to cut the insulation, two things. X-Acto razor blade, and then a pair of these snips seems to work well. So let's get started. So I think I'm going to start here in the bathroom, use my tape measure, find out what the first cut should be here. 54 inches, so let's get that cut. Okay. Thankfully they put this outer paper on here to keep it from unraveling. Okay, what I'd like to do is have my snips and my tape measure ready, so hopefully I can measure while it's still slightly compressed. That way it's easier to cut, because once it expands it's kind of hard to get to. But I may have waited too long already. Let's see. 54. Yeah, it's already expanding pretty quick here. I first tried to use the razor blade to cut everything on here, and it started bunching up the material. But I found out these snips actually work pretty quick here. There we go. Okay, so this stuff is pretty well compressed when it's on the roll. You can see it quickly starts to expand. So what I'm going to do here is get it stuck up here, and then I'm going to come back and cut for this wire that's through here. See if I can stand up here. Let's see. So each piece has this paper on it, which can be stapled into the 2x4. So what I'm going to do now is take this razor knife and peel this back to where the cable is, I'm going to cut a slot in here. Sorry you can't see it. Now, I can just set that slot up onto the cable there and then keep stapling it in. Because there's a 2x4 for the loft joist up here, it's a little bit shorter than it's supposed to be, but it's still okay. I mean, it'll press in there nicely. All right, so that's the basics of what I'm doing here. Now this piece is kind of a specialty piece for two reasons. There is an electrical box here, and then there is this light up here. So what I'm going to do is cut out some insulation here. Not all the way through. Remove that. Okay. So that will fit over, that box. And then down here, what I'm going to do is find out where this box is, right here, and just cut out the spot for this electrical outlet. See, the razor blade does work. Let's see if I can get you. Hope you could see that. The razor does cut through this, but it bunches up the material some. Now, one thing I've seen you can do is take the piece you cut off and stick it behind the box. I assume that's good practice. This gives a little something back there. And so now, this will fit on here pretty good. Alright, there we go. Alright, I have most of this side done. Have above the window here is some tiny pieces. And then it goes over to there. And that's about one roll right there. Not bad. Well, this stuff actually goes up pretty quick and seems to expand nicely and fills the cavity. I think it's going to do quite well. I can already hear a difference just blocking up this one wall, so I know it's working. Well, I'm Seth Johnson with Land a House. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. There we go. Good enough. All right, now I'm gonna do the bottom one down here as well.